Welcome everyone. By all means, grab some water, and then we'll line back up after about a minute. All right. Okay, welcome all those online. Typical Sunday. We go from defense against weapons into weapons. Today we're working with the staff, or the kun, as it's described in Chinese. So thank you, welcome for joining us. I think we're only going to have 2 people working on the staff today because the rest are more advanced, so we might get to see some other weapons as well, which will be quite exciting. So again, you can always come join us here in northern Thailand. We'd love to train with you, but for the meantime, just enjoy. Okay, whenever you're ready, after you've had some water, if you've had some water, line back up. And bow in. All right, staff, as Priska so kindly told us, so by all means, grab a long stick over there, staff. The other 3, go grab whatever weapons, obviously, you want to work on. You're welcome to come back into the space, or if you go train outside, too. It's warm, but it's cloudy, so it's kind of nice. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Richard, are you going to come join us? Yeah. Awesome. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Well, come on in and join us. So, what do we remember from last week? Grab a staff. Obviously, you weren't here last week, but we're just going to do. Yep.
And I think whether I'm now directly, whether I think I go back. Right. Over there?
Yep. Excellent. Yep. Keep going. There's a shuffle there, Richard. Yep. No, you want to pull it under, right? We pull it under, like this. So it's here. Pull it under and grab with the left and strike. Yep.
And we are going again. Which direction are we going now?
No, the sequence there is step, lower right, step, overhead, block, shuffle, stab. And then we do that 180-degree turn. So bring that right foot into the left foot. Right foot in. Bring it in. Don't just turn it. Bring it right in, nice and tight. Then push that left foot out, moving the staff. So you pull with the left hand. And we're going to do the same sequence. Lower right, overhead, block, shuffle, stab, and then turn 90 degrees. Lower right, step forward, overhead, block, shuffle, stab. Yeah? Okay. Work on that for a few minutes. I want to go over just the basics here with Jaime. So for this, our left hand is always palm down, and our right hand is palm up, right? And what we're doing when we're striking, for example, if we're striking to the left, whether it's the knee or the head, we want our hand to be in forearm's length away from the end. So we want our elbow exactly just like that. And then we want that left hand on the Qing Ming, right there on the hip. So we're striking through, right? So if we're striking at the head, we want it to be about our head height. And then if we're striking low, it's at the knee height. And we want to be in a bow and arrow stance. So if you remember from this morning, we want that left heel about half of a foot in front of the right toe. So right now, yep. Exactly. This is really good. And we have 60% in that front foot, and the knee is bent. And then we're using that power and straightening the back leg to get the energy through. Yeah, but keep that front knee bent. So we don't want to just go up like this. We want to push it through. So that front knee is our stabilizer. Come on in whenever you're ready. Right? So it's our stabilizer. So we're not just trying to get too much movement in that left, the forward, the front. It's more pushing it through with the hip. Right? Here, we can move a little bit more forward. Let's go more forward here so they give them some space. Right? So our basic strikes, upper left, and then when you go to the upper right, you want to pull to get that right hand in position so that it's about an elbow's length away. And then you're going to kind of bring that into the chest here and strike here. Right? So we want to avoid the pivoting point being here and doing this. Right? Because you can hear me, I'm hitting my arm and I'll have a bruise after it's all said and done. So instead, you kind of pull it in and you're hinging on this hand and getting the hip in there and still straightening the leg, but getting that strike. Then we would pull back with the right to get that left in position. Let the left slide in as you bring the left kind of close to the hip, and then strike. Yeah, exactly. And then pull in the right and strike the lower. But for any time we strike to the right, we want that right hand up in the right chest. Yeah. But keep it up here. So when you turn, it's still, I'm still here. I still have it nice and tight. Instead of, right, we don't want to drop it down. Strikes to the left, the hand is on the Qing Ming. Strikes to the right, the hand is up on the chest. Yeah, and try to keep your, yeah, you can pull it in a little bit more, right? Yeah, so that you have a nice firm grip, because if you have a loose grip and you hit something, it's probably going to fall out of your hands, right? So this is just kind of the basic 4 strikes. We do this in the beginning of the routine, but why don't you give that a little bit of practice, because it really teaches you how to move the hands, which is arguably the hardest part, is getting the hands. Right, so maybe we'll do it together. Yeah? So left foot forward. Get that left hand in position. We can start with it kind of close to the chest here. Upper left. Right? Pull. Upper right. Pull. Lower left. Right? Pull left. Pull. Upper right. Pull. Lower left. Right, pull, lower right. And then try to get a little, so instead of doing this and having it way over here, because we don't really, so from this position, right, pull with the left hand. Let the left hand slide and come back into the body. And now look, it's very close to my hip. And from here, I strike. Yeah. Instead of, there's not a whole lot of control here, and you're going to end up hitting your side. You're going to get more power utilizing the whole body instead of just turning it like this. Right? Here, I can get, and what you're going for is this kind of vibration at the end of the staff. Right? And then you pull, let that right hand come in as the left hand slides up, and then strike. Right? Now pull as it comes into the body, strike. Yeah. Pull, strike. And now continue with the upper left. So pull with that, yep, and kind of bring this hand into your body so that it's in position, yeah, and then slide, and then upper upper right, or upper left, excuse me. Yep, great. And now go for an upper right, allowing that right hand to kind of come into your upper chest to pivot. Yep. Right. Trying to keep that into the chest as much as possible. Yep. Getting a nice firm grip, not just the two hands. Yeah. Yeah. And then just thinking upper. Yep. If you're having issues with that, turn your chest a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, get that shoulder out of the way so that when you're doing it, it's there instead of here. Yeah. And now go lower, left. And just, but you want the front leg bent and the back leg straight if possible. Yeah. And now come back to go lower right. Right, so right here we're working on the basics. We're just getting our basic 4 strikes, kind of getting used to the hand movement. This tends to be the hardest thing, is to get those hands to slide into place and getting used to it. Right, it's kind of different. Most people when they swing, they just want to swing like this. They have no familiarity, and so we're trying to get that hand placement to be accurate from where we're striking. Right? Do you have any questions on that?
I don't remember that. I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, you don't feel comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you just started. Yeah. It's not surprising. To be honest, it would be exceptional if you were comfortable with it. It usually means you've done training. Most of us are not comfortable with it because we've never swung it. So that's okay. That's a common place to start from, right? And we just build off of that. So the feet look good. The stance is good. Just remembering to keep that knee, the front knee, and pushing from the back knee. So instead of trying to go up, we're trying to go more, I guess, lateral. So more horizontal movement, not so much vertical, right? So we're rotating from the hip like this and pushing that leg, which gets that movement, and then sinking into that front knee. So instead of, which is what a lot of people tend to do in the beginning, right? They're kind of popping up, but now my legs are really straight, and I don't have the stability that I would like. Or here, I have a lot more stability, and then, right? Just getting used to sliding is the big trick. So just upper left, upper right, lower left, lower right. So we're thinking head, head, knee, knee. Yeah? Oh, you can just start from here. You can just start from this nice casual position. And once you start, you're just going to keep moving through this. Now upper right, lower left. So upper right, again, we want that hand here, yep. And we're getting that turn in the waist. Yep, but you got to pull it through first and get that. But from the upper right, we want to go down to the knee. Yep. Down to the knee. And now knee on the other side. Yep. Let that. Yep. And you can kind of pull it up to get that right hand close to the chest. And let that left hand slide up as you come through. And now, yep, upper left. Yep, yep. So just keep working on that. I'm going to check in with these guys a little bit, and then we're all going to learn something new together, okay? But I just want you to kind of get used to it because it's awkward at first. This is kind of part of the thing, right? We're learning a new weapon. We're learning how to work with our body and an object. This is challenging. This is difficult, especially if you've never done anything like this before. So we want to really give ourselves some time to get used to it, just kind of playing around with it. We're going to screw it up. That's part of it, right? And then how do we react in our mind is the mind training that we like here, right? Are we going to freak out and say, no, I can't do it, or are we just going to keep plugging through, right? Just like in life, we have all these obstacles. Let's see what these two gentlemen are doing. What's going on over here, guys? Do we have some questions?
Yeah, we're slightly struggling with some of, are we moving? No, are we making a step or are we not making a step?
I would recommend a staff a little bit taller for you, because that one doesn't even go to your eyes. Yeah, if you can, get one that goes past your eyebrows. Or those stick ones are usually better than the bamboo. Yeah, see? That's going to be a little bit better. So, where was the question?
Where was the question? So we were coming from here. No? So
Yep.
we are here. Movement. Is there a step here?
Yep. Okay. And there's a step there. There's a step before every strike.
There is.
Yep. In this section, we're stepping before we're striking.
Now we are making the 180 degrees.
Yep.
We are not dropping this step. Correct?
What's that?
We are not dropping it in this sequence with the 180 degrees.
No, but you do want to pull it through with that left hand.
Ah, okay, yes.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Yeah, exactly. And then you do the lower right. Do try to step before you strike.
Yeah.
So, right, we don't necessarily want to be stepping and striking at the same time. We want to step and then strike. That block, right? Shuffle.
We're making the 90 degrees.
Yep, same idea. So pull with that left hand, get that right hand in. Yep, exactly. Step forward, yep. Block. Yep, shuffle. Then strike. Right?
No step there. Like, or I guess it's your turn, your step?
Yeah, you step right there.
But then,
Yep, so I'm here. No, when you turn, that is kind of considered your step.
okay, that's why.
Because you turn. You turn, right? You step. The shuffle is a step. But a turn can also be a step because now you've turned and you've changed which foot is in front. So it's the same thing as a step. When you're here, your right foot's in front. Now suddenly your left foot's in front. So it's like taking a step.
In the first one, there you actually,
In the first one, your right foot is in front and you take a step with the left. Right? You take another step, you block. So we didn't take a step for that one. Then we shuffle, which is a step. Then we do our 180-degree step. Then we take another step. We do the overhead. We block. Shuffle, which is a step and another strike. And then we do the 90-degree turn, which for the sake of argument we can say is a step because we've changed now our lead foot. And we do the same sequence, step forward, block, strike. Yeah? Feeling pretty good with that?
90-degree turn is the step.
Is the step. Yeah, because now you've changed the front foot.
But with
Every,
the 180 degrees, you're coming from here.
it's also a step.
it's also a step. Yeah, you're not just turning your foot, you're stepping. So you're kind of short, stepping it there. If you're in a bow and arrow stance, it's not, you're just turning on your heel. What we want to do See, now I'm in a proper bow and arrow stance. So proper bow and arrow, we want our shoulder width apart. Yep, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then we turn that 90 degrees. So I think part of the reason that maybe you're having a little difficulty is because your feet are very parallel. They're in line, so when you're shuffling, you're like this. So when you turn, your feet are pretty much equal. But if you were in a bow and arrow stance where they were, so your chest could be forward, right? Then when you turn, it's ideally another bow and arrow stance, right? It takes a little while to get used to that, but this is what we want. When we turn on the heels, we're just going from one bow and arrow stance to kind of another bow and arrow stance, so that foot's forward. So if our yeah, exactly, just like that, how you got the energy through right there, how you did that turn and then snapped it back. Yeah. Now just work on getting that hand in a good placement. Did you do fencing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have fencing footwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, very,
Well, a bit when I was younger, but.
yeah, kind of fencing footwork there. It's a little challenging because it's not ideal, but just something to work with. We all always have something. There's always something, if not multiple somethings, to work with. Yeah, we're always working on our stance work. We're always working on the grip. The better the stance work, the better the power to get through. Right? So let's go through that sequence one more time. Yeah? And you work on that. We're going to come back over here. How's it going over here?
I don't move the foot. I don't know if I have to move them.
We haven't been doing anything like that yet.
Okay, I stay.
Yeah, I was just teaching. We were just going over the 4 basic moves. If you want to do a little footwork, we can.
I don't know, maybe you can see.
Yeah,
But then
yeah. So if you can, we still want to use this leg straight and that knee bent. Yeah, even when we're going to the right. Yeah, but yeah, excellent. Yeah. Those are the 4 strikes. So we're going to learn this new sequence with them, but we can kind of go through something. So we're already here, right? You've learned this part. Now you can pull it up to get that left hand in position. You can rest it on your shoulder, take a step forward with the right foot, and strike down. And nice, you end up parallel to the floor. This is what we're looking for. And now we can do what's a block. So on a block, you're looking to get this kind of curled arm like you were doing earlier with the sum chin. And then you're just pushing that left hand down, right? And you're doing nice, you're keeping it in front of you. This is what you want. And now we're going to shuffle. So you just push off that left foot, step forward with the right foot, and then get this driving of the hip and the back leg. Yep. And that's the sequence that they've been working on. Right?
hand moves or I don't know.
Not really. Not from this position. It's just a shuffle, and you can get a little bit more power if you pull it in, and then you can move that hip and drive through with the hip. Right? There's that straightening of the back leg and the movement of the hip, and that's going to improve the energy and the power. So it's not just this arm situation. We're getting this driving through. Right? Yeah. So that's the sequence they've been learning on. So let's go ahead and work on the new section. Are you guys ready? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so we just finished here, right? And we're going to do the turn together. So this is the sequence we just went over. Do the best you can. I know we went over it once, so I'm not expecting any miracles, right? So now we're going to turn on our heels 90 degrees. We're going to pull back with that left, get that right in position, lower right, strike. Try to get it across your body if you can. Yeah, so try to have that staff outside of your right foot. Yeah, so you really strike through the center. Now we're going to step forward, pulling up, getting that left hand in position, and then an overhead. Strike, right? We come into our block, shuffle, strike. Now from here is a kind of very dynamic move. So the fancy way is that. So we're going to come into a monkey squat, but first we're going to do 2 turns. So let's just worry about that. So we're doing this rotation, 1, and on the second one we come into a block. Right? So from here again, 1, and on the second one come into a block. Right? So we're doing these 2 circles. It's okay if it's 1.75 or a little over 2. It's roughly 2. And my understanding in the Chinese, 2 is more than 1, less than 3. Right? When you're talking martial arts. So we don't have to be, this is exactly 2 exact circles. You're getting roughly 2 circles. Like that's 2 1/4 when I do that. You can also get the 1 and a 70, 1 and 75, right? So everyone feeling comfortable with that? Yeah? So the easy way to do this is going to be to just shuffle back. Right? So that we're going to do 1 circle as you're shuffling back, and then come down on the second circle into a monkey squat. And that's fine. Right? No, I'm not leaning. Ideally not. No. And for me, I don't do a shuffle. I do a jump. Right? But the jump is a little bit more difficult. So it's good to kind of start warming up with the shuffle. So again, 1 circle, and on the second circle you come down. Right? And then we're going to come up. We're going to move the hand. We're going to take a step forward and come down into another monkey squat, and then strike low to the right. So let that left hand slide in a little bit there, Richard. Yeah, there you go. No, the right hand was really good. Yeah, just the left hand come in a little bit. Yep. And then we're going to pop up. And when we come up, we want to ideally be in kind of a bow and arrow stance with the left foot in front. Yeah? We practice that again? Yeah?
Sequence before that. So we done the sequence, you shuffle forward after the 90 great degree, and then is it from here?
Yes.
Okay, so that's directly after the 90 degree move.
Correct. Yeah, yep.
Well, no, you still do the strike.
Yeah, you do the sequence.
Yeah, boom. And then
I have no idea what to do.
It's a block.
It's a block.
Yeah, so that double circle is a block. Right? I'm in a protected guard here. Then you come up, move hands, step down, and strike. Right? But it's also a monkey squat, and you want the left foot down, the right foot up. So other way. So you probably haven't learned a monkey squat yet. The easy way to do the monkey squat is to turn the hips and just drop the knee, right? If you can get the ankle flat, then you can have the knee come a little bit more forward. And so a good monkey squat, ideal monkey squat, is the right knee coming forward and keeping the chest facing forward. But this is a little bit more difficult. But you seem pretty mobile in your legs and in your hips, so you can do it like this if possible, if it doesn't strain too much. Right? So here we have the block, and then we're just going to come up, and I'm doing it very slow. Yep. Just let that left hand, there you go. And then we're going to come up. So ideally, you want it to kind of flow and have this right? Yeah. This is kind of what we're going for. And you could, if you do this jump, you could jump into it as well, right? That's adding a little bit of more flair for the time being. Just try to get the shuffle, the step, and then you...
Doing one circle, and then as you're starting your second circle, that's when you...
I mean, yeah, no, it's not so choppy. It's kind of, I'm starting it right here. Yeah, I'm not going, right? But if that's how I have to do it in the beginning, that's how you have to do it. But ideally, you want it to flow. So there's this, trying to get it all to flow into one movement. But you want the left foot forward there. You had the right idea. But you want the left foot, you take a step forward with the left, and that's the knee that comes down. And you can wait, or you can kind of use that to come down. But be in position by the time you're striking, right? I don't want to be there, I was striking too soon. I can use the momentum of dropping to get the strike, but I don't want to be using just that for the strike. Just like I can use the momentum of the step to get the strike here, but I don't want to be doing that.
Can you show me that part again, just so I can look at your leg?
Yeah, yeah. So from here, step forward. And I probably could have held off with a little bit. I was probably a little premature in my strike there. It's always the front leg that's down. And
so my front leg would be this one, and this is going down.
exactly, yep.
And this is my direction.
Yes. And now you're going to step forward. Drop down the forward leg. Yes.
Correct? Down?
Yes, down.
First it's your right leg down.
No. The forward leg is down, so you did right by taking the step. But don't do this. Do this. Yeah, so let's do it again and do it with me. Right? So, right foot forward, starting that circle, shuffling back, drop down. But you want the right foot to be in front. Yep. And then we come up, step forward with the left foot, drop the left knee. Yeah. Right? Now we're going to come up, left foot forward. Get that right hand in position, take a step forward with the right, overhead. Yeah? Okay, let's see if you can get that sequence. Let's see how they do, huh? I'm gonna grab a little water because I'm hot, because I got an extra shirt on, which was silly. That's Priska doing some rolls, but come on now. We're not gonna, she looks great, but we're not gonna learn the staff by watching her do the Xuan Tao, even though it looks amazing, I know. It's very impressive.
So I do shuffle back for this.
Yeah, you can shuffle or jump. And when you shuffle, you're pushing off the front foot. So your stance is really, really long. Bring your right foot here. I'm sorry, your left foot. I'll get my, and turn it so that it's the same direction. So put your toes on that line. Get your toes on the line. Yes. Now shuffle back. It's going to be a lot easier. This is the stance that we're looking for. Because you want the right foot to be down. So when you're here and you shuffle back, you let that right leg come back and then drop it down. Yeah, just like that. Exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yep, yep, that's what we're looking for right there. Yes. It's an overhead from here. Yep, we step overhead.
So you don't pull back your strike even though when you're getting up?
What's that?
You don't pull back your strike even when you're getting up? Right, okay. Like I'm here.
Yeah.
Like as I'm getting up, I don't pull back.
No, no. From here, you're going to pull more up over the right shoulder so you can get the energy that way. So that left hand is never coming back really beyond the hip. Just an overhead. There's no forward. Yeah, but make sure to step first and then you can use all that energy. Right, so that hip will come through, that back leg will straighten. Right, so we don't want to step and strike at the same time. I want to step and then strike. Yeah, that way you can really use that back leg and use the turning of the hips. If I just do this, I'm not getting any of the energy really through to the end of the stick. It might feel like it's more powerful, but I can guarantee with proper technique, you're going to have more energy come through. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, just like that. Exactly, Richard. That was nice. That was very good.
Unfortunately, I hope people were talking to you.
You're doing the right thing too. Just one more step. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got a little excited there. That's all right. No, you had it right. You had it right. Front foot's in down. Now take that step forward. Right? Not such a big step. I know you're a tall guy, but not such a big step. Right? But yeah, right movement. Right movement, just not a, because then you're reaching. Instead, just take a short little step. You're only going to be that much in front of the other foot. You know, half of your foot. This is the goal. So we don't want, some schools, this is the way but this isn't us. You know, karate has a very low stance like this, very long, wide. But for us, we're tiger style, so we keep it more compact. Right? Yeah? Yeah? And,
We start that way.
yep.
This
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're just kind of jumping back, you know, or you can shuffle back. The jumping is a more elaborate, and moving the leg can help create momentum, and it looks fancier, but you certainly don't have to do that. You can just shuffle back and down, right? And then we come up, pull, take that step, bam, and then we step. Yeah, straightening that back leg to get the power through. Yeah, sinking into that front leg. Yeah, yeah, very nice. That's the sequence, right? Okay, so are we ready for a little bit more, or do we want to stay on this one? You want the front leg down. Yep, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, here we go. Let's do that sequence together, right? And then we'll add another move, right? So we just did our shuffle stab, and now we're going to come back into the monkey squat. Then we're going to come up into the monkey squat, striking. Now we're going to come up, getting our left hand in position, overhead strike. And then from here, we're just going to open that foot. It's lovely, we have these corners when we're in the gym, and we're going to face the corners. So that's a 45-degree turn. We're going to step with that right foot, strike in the head. Right, so this sequence is called kind of the 4 points. So strike someone, right? And then we're going to come back, and we're going to strike back at this angle, but now we're going to hit the toes. And so in order for it to hit the toes, you got to let that hand slide, right? And if you can, get your hand to be over it so it's not just the thumb. We don't want to pull, we want to push. Right? You're going to have a lot more power this way. Then we're going to come back to center and then strike in that 45 degree. And this is what I mean. We want to do this instead of this. We want to have the hand over the top instead of underneath. I'm allowing it to slide. Right? Right? We don't necessarily want to bring it all the way back to this hand. That's not a lot of control. You just want to keep that left hand on the Qing Ming. And my hand, when I do it in the routine, it doesn't slide that much, but I just want to demonstrate that you don't want to just hold it, because then you end up doing this. And you're smashing someone's toes. But you're thinking 45, right? So your feet are center, like you are center, but you can turn here. We step for this 45-degree angle, but for this one, we just turn the body. Yeah? It was this. Yeah.
So now
You hit the head on the right,
Yeah.
and you hit the head on the left.
But keep it up at height level. So it's bam. I'm not coming down to here. I'm striking right into it.
and the head on the right is, then this is now my front line.
Yeah, you're again aiming for the corners, which are 45-degree angle. 45. Now don't change your step. See, this is why you want to have a good stance. Because when you don't have a good stance, it's really hard to get to the 45-degree angle.
I hit like this.
Yeah. Your head height. Yeah.
Then I turn. What height is this?
Not quite like that. You are stepping when you do that. So, from coming out from the monkey squat, we come over the top, boom. Then we strike. So I open up that left foot and step through with the right. I'm still in a bow and arrow stance. Yep. Right? Then I come back and I strike to the right. Yep. Keep it on the Qing Ming. Make sure you have elbows linked away. Yeah. You're going to have a lot more control. Hitting someone in the head, keeping it at your head height, then opening that left foot, stepping through with the right, hitting the toes. You just broke their toes. Ouch. And now coming back to center, breaking some toes. Great job with the angle. Yeah, that's exactly what you want. With the where you're striking, this is what you're looking for. Feet work, so...
Front line only when you're striking here, then you're moving a little bit to the left. You're also your feet.
Yeah, you're, yep. And now it should be, yeah, so you're coming back a little too far. Yeah, so from here, you don't want to come to this. This isn't a bow and arrow stance. This is a bow and arrow stance. Yeah, and then you're just turning the hips. So you're kind of coming across your body a little bit. Yeah. Right? Getting the four corners.
So you hit the head on the left, you hit the head on the right, toes on the left, toes on the right. How many steps for all that?
It's just one step with the right foot to the left when you strike to the left, and then you just step back to center. When you, but keep that right foot in front. Yep. Yeah, you're just sliding it over. You can think about that. When you're here, you're just sliding that over. Boom, boom, boom. That right foot is pretty much moving in a line, just across your body, right? It's pretty much staying in the same latitude, if you would, right? And it's just opening that left foot, which opens the hips, and then I'm coming through, and then I'm coming back.
And how do you, after hitting the toe, is there a block or something?
Oh, no, there's another move. But let's see that sequence first, and then we'll add another move. Everything that we've learned today. So, yeah. Or, tried to learn today, right? So we have our, from the shuffle that we just did the, yep. So we shuffle back into the block, into the left leg down. I'm sorry, right leg down. I'm mixing it up because I'm looking at you backwards. Yeah, monkey squat into the block. Yeah, just, work a little bit on that stance. You're very, very wide with your stance. Yeah. But other than that, you have all those strikes in the right direction. That's very good. So, yep, you just did that overhead. And then take a step with that right foot at a 45-degree angle, right into the head. Step back. Right? Right? Yeah, so the key there is it's just bringing it back into a nice neutral position, right? Strike, 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 strike. Right? No need to have it slide all the way in. We do want to still keep, if you can, shoulder width apart. It gives you more control. When you start to get like this, you're not going to, now it's more like a bat. And that's not what we're doing here, yeah. You're not going to have nearly the amount of control. And coming from way back here, you're giving someone a lot of time to counter that. If I'm coming from right there, there's not nearly the same amount of time. You can generate probably a little bit more force, but you have a lot less control And the time is the worst thing. You know, Kung Fu is all about speed. So the amount of speed and power I can create from that or that compared to not even comparable. It's, you know.
Batter up.
Yeah, it's anything super telegraphed like that, the person's either going to close the gap, and then you're not going to have any power, as you've learned in defense against weapons, or they're just going to step outside of it because you're giving them so much time, right? So we want to have these nice, short, compact movements. Keep that power. So let's see that sequence again, one more time, if you don't mind, for us on filming, right? Here we go. We get to see it. Bounce back, yeah, there we go. Now step forward into the monkey squat. Strike. You want the front leg down. So try not to take such a big step, and I think it'll be a little easier for you to get down. You want to step forward with the right foot first. Yeah. Yep. Looking very good, Jaime. Or Jaime. Sorry if I butcher your name. I'm from the States, we say Jamie, which is just a real brutal. Yep. Okay, you guys look like you got it. Obviously, there's some polishing that can be done there, right? It's not perfect, but you have the basic idea, right? And we generally want to learn the routine, and then we can polish it up, right? So we're almost to the end. That's exciting news, right?
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. It's a relatively short routine.
I was doing the sword, and that still has like 2/3.
The sword is longer, definitely, and it's a more advanced routine, no doubt about it. So, for example, in the staff, you grade on it on level 4. The Tantao, you grade on level 7. Yeah. You gonna watch some of that? Oh, okay. So, from this position, right? Let's all get into this position. Yeah. Right? Again, we're outside of our 45 degree. Let's have a nice bow and arrow stance to start. I'm sure it'll, you know. So if we can get a good bow and arrow stance, right? Shoulder width apart, and get that right foot, half of your foot in front, back leg is bent, front leg is bent, back leg is straight. All right. So from here, we're going to pull as we step back with that right foot. The key with the step back in the bow and arrow is go wide. And as you get to the point where your foot is at that 1 o'clock, 30 degrees, then you can turn that foot in and you're going to be in a good position. The tendency for people is to bring it straight back and then they have a really short stance. So if you bring it out wide, it tends to end in a better stance.
But you can open it as you're, no? Like as you're moving back, you can adjust.
Yeah, the right foot should be open and then you close, but if you can adjust at the same time, I mean, you know, generally we want to have one foot planted while we're working the other foot. And while we're doing that, we're adjusting our hands. So we're getting that right hand in position so we can do a lower right. Right? Something we've been doing all day. Classic. So, yeah, you want the bend in the left knee. Yeah, exactly. Right? Back leg is always straight. Front leg is bent. And then from here, we're going to do a side strike. It's the only one we do in this routine. But you step forward, you pull, and then from here, instead of going overhead, you come in at the hip. Right? So you're getting that turn and that straightening of the back leg. We don't want to come from way out here. Again, there's not much power here. This is more of a sweep. We want it to be a strike. So striking right into the side of somebody. Yep.
What is a difference
No, so this one is an overhead strike. So you're striking down. This one, you're striking across. So in real time, that's a strike. That's the overhead strike. This strike, boom. So you see it's coming. You could even dip it a little bit lower, but you get that power right there. Right, so it's not coming in this line, it's coming more horizontal. It is sinking down at the end there, but you could hit it into someone's ribs, but we're thinking the hip. Yeah? Did that answer the question? Okay, good. Yeah, those other ones, it's this much more up and down. And this one's coming across. So you're still getting that push in the back leg and the turn of the hip, and then sinking into that front leg. And then you can kind of punch it with the right arm. That's why when you're punching, when you're going to the left, it's easier to get vibration because you can kind of punch it. You get that little roll in the wrist and punch. And so if you can get springy power, right? Oh, that hurts my finger. If you can get the springy power, you're going to be able to get the springy power into the staff. Right? So let's add that into the mix. Let's have one go through, adding the new moves. So start from, yeah, you can start from here. We're going to get you guys all monkey squatted out. This is great. Going back, yep. Front leg goes down. Yeah, there you go, yep. Stepping forward, yep. And now we do our 4 corners. Yep, head, head. And then toes, toes. Right, and this is the tricky part. Now you step back and adjust the staff. So pull it back with your left hand. I'm sorry, with your right hand. Pull it back with the right hand. With your right hand. No. Pull back with your right hand. Yeah, there you go. So then that you can strike lower right. So from here, pull back with the left hand to get the right hand in position. So I guess you're not pulling back, but you guys were way like this. So I should give you better direction, right? That's my fault, I apologize. So we come from here, you're gonna pull back with that left hand, just straight back. Get that right hand in position, slide the left hand up, and lower right strike. Right? And then we're gonna step forward, pulling with the right hand to get the left hand in position, sliding that right hand down, striking at the waist. So how about if we just practice that little sequence there? So come from this, because you guys seem to be pretty good from here. So just practice stepping back, lower right, stepping forward, right into the hip. There you go. Timo, way to make the adjustment.
Oh, it's 2 strikes in the front now.
What's that, Richard?
It's 2 strikes, like and then one from under? Or
No, just the one to the hip.
Okay.
Yeah, just the one to the hip. But watch those steps. Try to get your hips and chest to face forward. You have this tendency to kind of be at a side here, but you want to be this. We want the chest to face our target. Otherwise, we're offering up our back. to our target, which is very dangerous in any kind of fighting situation. Yeah, again, no need to, your foot isn't that big. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot more control with that. Right? Side. Yeah.
I'm still not facing completely. Still need to.
Yeah, because you're not in a bow and arrow stance. So bow and arrow stance would be put your heel here, turn this foot in. Now you're in a bow and arrow stance, and now your hips are facing forward.
But then I'm still offering up.
Because you're turning. Don't turn. Yeah. See, look at the difference here. I'm not offering up my back. Is my shoulder coming across? Yeah, a little bit. But my hips are facing pretty much forward. I'm not doing this. See, this is offering up my back. I've now turned my hips to face here. Instead, I come in and I'm facing forward. My chest is facing forward. My hips are facing forward. I'm not here.
I do more like.
Yeah, you do 45. Yeah, I'm coming from here.
Right? And now get that bend in the front knee, and now you really got something. Yeah. Okay. Much better.
I really should do this like 300 times.
Yeah. Get to, like the muscle memory. Yeah. You know, it's hard to break bad habits, so it's always good to like do exactly that. Like, you know, this is how you get good at it. It's certainly, yes. Yes. Yep.
Yeah, because of the way
Is it like this? And then I'm doing here these
Four corners, yep.
4 corners.
Yep. Step first, but yes. And again, we don't want to swing it like a bat. You know, we want to swing, your hands are ideally always going to be about shoulder width, if not a little bit wider apart. Right? We don't want it like this, because now I'm not taking advantage. But I also don't want to do this, because this isn't, I don't have really any good control here. Here, I have a lot more power. Right into their hip. If you have a thick staff, that's going to mess up their hip. Right? Okay. So, more or less, it looks like everyone has it. So, from here, we're going to do another shuffle back. And then we're going to come, when you shuffle back, let's shuffle back into a cat stance. So, cat stance is when you're just on the really the pad of your foot, and all the weight is on the back foot, right? Yeah. There's no need to be up on the toe. You can just be like that, right? So, we just did a strike here, and then what we're going to do with the staff, we're going to kind of get this circle, and then it's going to come across the body, right? So my left hand is kind of by the right shoulder, and my right hand is kind of by the left shoulder. And the left hand is closer than the right hand. So I'm not straight up and down. I have a slight bend. Yeah. Right? And that left hand is ideally, yeah, and kind of like forehead or a little bit higher. Right? So we shuffle back into that defensive position. Yeah, nice. Very nice. So let's just try that little sequence there again, where we're here, we step back, lower right, step forward, right into the hip, the left side. Now we shuffle back into that cat stance. We block, right? Now you're going to twirl, step as you're twirling. So you're just, here you're in the cat stance and you're just bringing it out wide so that you're in a bow and arrow stance. Overhead strike. Right? So again, from this position, you kind of bring it past, and once it's past, you can step out and strike. Now we're going to shuffle back, strike, come back into a horse riding stance, spin it to the outside, let it slide through that left hand, give your salute, step over and bow. Okay, that was quite a bit, so let's go over that again. We just did this, right? And now we step forward, right into the hip. And after that one, the shuffle back into cat stance with the block. Now bring it past that leg and then step. And then once you've stepped, overhead strike. Shuffle back. Strike. Bow and arrow, horse riding. Bring it to the outside. Nice and slow, into the center, give your salute, bring the right foot over, and bow. Right? Okay, one more time. Should we try to do the whole sequence that we've learned today?
Let's do that part one more time.
That? Okay, yeah, absolutely.
I need to visualize.
Yeah. So, we were here, right? We just did the foot strike. We step back, and then here, into a block. Bring it around, then step, in position, bring it down. Shuffle back. As you shuffle back, you can pull the staff back, and then you can move the hip and straighten that back leg to get that power through. Right? And then from here, you just come into horse riding. And you give your salute. Right? So, from here, the strike, right? Come into your block. Kind of sweep it past the foot and then step out. Use that energy. It's a really nice move where you can really get the flow and get the energy in. And then you shuffle. Horse riding. Right? Then we bow. Yeah? Yeah? There is a video as well.
I have to make my notes.
Yeah. So that's good. That's good. Whatever helps you to remember, right? These are all tools. There's also a video in the student resources of the staff as well, going pretty slow, and you can usually slow down the video as well. But let's go through that whole sequence that we did today. Any questions first? Many questions, just not sure which ones yet? Okay, so we're going to start from, we just did our turn, we did this, right? I'm just going through this kind of lazy, and we did that shuffle. And now we're going to go back into the monkey squat block, Right, then we're going to step forward. Right, then we're going to step up and step forward again with an overhead. Now we're going to do our 4 corners. Head, head, toes, toes. Now we're going to step back. And we're going to step forward. Now we're going to shuffle back into the block. And then step, overhead, strike, shuffle back, strike, horse riding. Bring that right leg over and bow. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the whole routine. Now see if you can remember it.
Yeah, one more class to do it.
Careful, careful.
Too fast, too quick.
Oh, you're quick though, you caught it. Good reflexes, kung fu reflexes. So here we have just the very last minute, so you maybe want to work on that little section. Right, then here we have Prisca working on the straight sword and Kanaka working on the thumb hooks. Right. And we see some nice springy power coming through there with the straight sword. Ah, very nice. So you could have taken that time to practice, but instead you just watched her. So now the class is over, unfortunately.
Oh, damn it.
So go ahead and put away the weapons. Right. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Maybe even learned a thing or two. Hopefully inspired you to come join us. We'd love to train with you. If not here in space, maybe online. You can join our online course. Right, come on up here, Timo. Right, slide on over, Richard. Here we go. Yep. And thank you, everyone. Bow, good work. Right, enjoy dinner and enjoy the rain.